CBS 46 News presents Public Affairs on Peach.
They're pushing through the elements. It's hard, it's hot, but they're doing really well.
Pushing past the heat and pushing themselves towards greatness. Student athletes are trained to overcome some pretty tough challenges. But how do you know they're moving in the right direction? Good morning to you and welcome to Public Affairs on Peach. I'm your host, Adam Murphy. When you have a teenager or preteen interested in sports, how do you make sure they get the proper training to keep them safe and move them to the next level? Well, Student Athletes is an academic and athletic recruiting resource that's one-stop shopping for parents. Joining me now on the program this morning, we have a special guest, Elmore McConnell, the fitness director at Student Athletes. Welcome to the show, Elmore. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Fantastic. So this is a fascinating concept. Tell us a little bit about Student Athletes and what it's all about.
Student Athletes is an academic and athletic recruiting resource for student athletes. And what we do is bridge the gap between the college coaches and the student athletes. Now, the program is set up for junior college athletes and high school athletes. And what we do is promote those athletes to college programs.
Okay, and so how long has the organization been operating and helping these student athletes?
I would say we've been operating for 3 to 5 years right now, and we've been pretty consistent with promoting athletes.
And what sports do you guys help these athletes with? Is it just like football, or are we across the board here?
Actually, it's all sports: volleyball, soccer, baseball, track and field. Any sport you can name, we will help you to promote yourself to colleges.
This is really cool, and I assume this is how people that, with the colleges that are looking to recruit, how they go about this, right? They've got to start somewhere to find these student athletes.
Exactly. And what they'll do is come to the website, and they could check out the profiles based off of that student's sport. And what will be included in that profile will be what you would find on a college questionnaire, which is listed with their height, their weight, their GPA, their test scores, and then also their sports stats.
And of course the website student-athletes.com, correct?
That's correct.
And so now there are packages, I understand, that student athletes can go on the site and sign up for, and they offer different things depending on what package you sign up for. Let's talk about the first one here that you guys offer, which is what, a free package?
It's the free package, and you get one video and then also one picture.
And it's a basic profile, right?
Exactly.
And so it's free. Nothing's free. Are you kidding me, Elmer?
Yeah.
All right. So what about the next package that you have?
The basic package. After the basic package, you have the advanced package. The advanced package is $29.99. You get 4 pictures, 2 video links, and then you get access to Resource digital videos.
And would you suggest that, what type of athlete wants this package here? I mean, because obviously free is very attractive, but you get what you pay for, I assume. So If you're paying a little bit more, you get a little more exposure?
Exactly. So this one would be great for a multi-sport athlete, but also for an athlete who is up under the radar. If you're not getting college letters or resources right now, this will set you up for success and then get a chance to put your name out there in front of coaches.
It's so interesting now with social media and so forth, how people go online to find this information, and this is such a great way to promote yourself as a student athlete.
Exactly.
And there's a third package, I understand. Is that correct?
There is also a premier package, which is $79.99, and this is a one-time fee, so you pay it once, and you do not have to pay it again.
Okay, and I'm looking here at all that's offered: basic profile, 4 pictures, 2 video links, access to resources, digital newsletter, scouting report, video services. What is a digital newsletter?
A digital newsletter goes out to the coaches each week and then sometimes monthly. Now, those digital newsletters will highlight each individual student athlete along with their highlight reel.
Okay, and so when you're trying to get your highlight reel together and you pay for this, who actually takes that video and puts it together? Is this something you get somebody to do and then you guys put it online, or?
The great thing, what you see publicly is amazing, but what goes on behind the scenes is something special, because we take that information and we basically create scouting reports, and then from there we blast those scouting reports out to each college program.
Okay, and you do the scouting report. Who decides how do you make these decisions on, and who makes those decisions on who are the premier athletes and so on and so forth, and write their good profile, etc.?
The great thing is each student has equal opportunity in order to put themselves out there. But what's going to separate you is going to be the free package or the premier package. Now, the premier packages will get you out more to the college coaches.
Okay. And do you guys have connections with different schools and college coaches?
We don't have specific connections because what we do is have a coaching directory. So we can't show any favoritism towards any college program or any college student or high school student. So what happens is the college coaches come to us, they check out the website, and then from there they make the decision on who is going to be a great fit for their program.
I think a better question for me to ask would be, have you heard from like major universities that are looking at some of the student athletes that you guys have on your site?
We have. Schools in the SEC, of course, us being in Georgia is going to be a prime location. But I myself, who have went to Mississippi State University and have ties in, of course, Alabama, Roll Tide. But anytime that you see people who are used to being on that platform of athletics when it comes to college sports, you automatically have those ties to coaches.
So what would you say a student athlete should do to make them a really good candidate and very attractive when they're putting together their profile and scouting report that you guys are offering? What can they do to better themselves?
First off, you need to focus on the classroom first. Before you come to us, we need you to have everything together in order and in the classroom. From there, once you come onto the website, that's when you begin to build that profile. Now, the great thing about the website is that we have test preparation tools as far as the ACT and the SAT, because the first step is taking that ACT or SAT in order to find out where you are. Now, every student isn't cut out for a D1 program, but there are opportunities in D2, D3, NAIA, and junior college. I myself worked my way up from junior college and got myself into a D1 school.
Yeah, I would imagine most of those athletes have natural ability on the field, but it's what you can also do off the field in the classroom.
Exactly.
And that's important, and that's where student athletes steps up and offers great potential for universities around this country. Good stuff there. And, of course, you can find more about all of this by going online, www.student-athletes.com. Now, stay with us. Coming up, important tips for parents. A high school coach tells you what you need to know to prepare for collegiate careers in football. We'll have that right after this short break.